Respected all, the topic of my research work for this conference is Novel Framework for Code Clone Detection and Management. This is the table of content. We have abstract of the paper, introduction, related work, proposed framework, results, conclusion, future work and references. First is abstract. Reusing applications is one of the main practices used to save time in the modern age of app creation. Copying and pasting techniques are used to duplicate applications, and the mechanism is called code cloning. Yet all of this contributes to questions such as upgrading time, and sustaining. Different clones have been produced in the literature, but it takes too much time and more room to classify the clones. However, in this paper, authors suggest a new approach in which clones can be found in less time than the current common algorithms which are being used to identify the clones. In this paper, novel framework using abstract syntax trees for code clone detection and management has been proposed, which gives better results in terms of precision and recall. Next, we will move on to the introduction of code cloning. Code cloning is basically the reuse of the code by doing copying and pasting, and it is very common in program design process. As a result, certain parts of the code appears just like clones. Code replication happens commonly in massive information systems. Programmers pick and change a block of code that meets their needs to meet the desired goals. The use of code cloning is useful in that it contributes to rapid software creation, but it can create significant problems in the production and maintenance of software. So, you can say code cloning is both advantageous as well as disadvantageous. On one hand, it will save programming effort, but on the other hand, it will lead to too much duplication in the software, and if an error occurs in one part of the software, then it needs to be rectified in all other parts. Next, we will move on to the needs for software cloning, as why we are doing code cloning. First is time limit. In order to save the times, what programmers do, they simply copy and paste a piece of code. Next is vocabulary restriction. When vocabulary does not talk, clones are added. Next is lack of skills in developers. Due to lack of skill, what developers do, they copy certain piece of code from one place and paste it at another place. Next is large structure of computing. After that, we will discuss about different code clone forms. First is exact clones. In exact clones, the only difference is in white spaces. The second is uh, T2 type clones, in which the syntax is quite similar, but only the difference is in variable name. Next is we have T3 type code. In T3 type code, we add certain such statements or delete certain statements. Next, we have T4 type clones. In T4 type clones, what is there in the clones? They are syntactically different, but semantically they are same. Next, let's move on to the related work in the field of code clone detection and management. Many researchers have developed different algorithms and techniques for code clone detection and management. For example, Tazima says the code for an assigned section is written by a participant. If the leader implements the whole language, the outcome is software is going to be cloning. Also, Rayner has submitted a study focusing along with its kind on device replication. Dhavlish Ratan has performed an exhaustive study of the different instruments and clone identification techniques. So, this way, many researchers have developed so many algorithms and techniques for code clone detection and management. Next, we will discuss our proposed framework for code clone detection and management. In our proposed framework, we will first set the clone count to 0. After setting the clone count to 0, we will compare both the subtrees. After comparing both the subtrees, we will get a threshold value. We will compare our calculated threshold with the set threshold value. If our calculated threshold value is greater than or equal to set threshold value, then we will say that those two subtrees are clones and we will add them to clone class. So this way we can find out the clones in our piece of programming. Next, we will move on to the results that have come out from our research. We have compared our algorithm with the previous algorithms like Dupe, CC Finder, and DupeLock. And these algorithms have been compared on the basis of parameters like precision and recall. As you can see from the table, our algorithm outperforms Dupe and DupeLock in terms of precision, whereas in terms of recall, it outperforms all the three algorithms that have been compared with our algorithm. So this is the chart showing comparison of our algorithm with previous algorithms. So as you can see, our algorithm is giving better results than the previous algorithms like Dupe, CC Finder, and DupeLock. So finally, let's conclude our research. Proposed algorithm is better in terms of precision than previous algorithms like Dupe and DupeLock. However, in terms of recall, it outperforms all three algorithms used for comparison like Dupe, DupeLock, and CC Finder. The complexity of our algorithm is order of n plus order of n log n. Also, it is able to detect clone of all the types, that is type 1, 2, 3, and 4. Finally, we will give some future directions in the field of code clone detection and management that can help the researchers doing research in this area. In the last few decades, code clone recognition analysis has gone a long way. Finally, some of the related fields that might influence future studies are identified in that area. Several clone detecting tools are available. On the other hand, few methods help eliminate or handle copies effectively. The discovery of different approaches to remove dangerous clones by using automatic tool assistance is an important area that can be explored in future. The difficulty of how to interpret the vast data generated by clone detection software is also encountered by large-scale clone detection. Another valuable path to the future is graphic and immersive visualization of the performance to strengthen the human intellect and to provide an actionable perspective. Clone identification is important in many use cases for other program objects, including templates, bug reports, relevant records, and binaries. In order to efficiently detect ransomware and license breaches, for example, clones in program binaries are detected. Applying a clone analysis to other software objects is therefore a fruitful direction in the future. So these are the references that we have used for doing our research. Thank you very much.